Do it live. I'll write it.
Yes.
My face can be in this time. Wow.
Yay.
Because we have room. I don't know if I like this at all, but I don't know what else to do with this space right now.
I feel that. All right, let me see if this is gonna work. Wait, how do you?
I'll be back. 1 moment.
So, jam.
Yeah, I'll just put the timer in the middle. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Put lifting dude in the middle.
Why can't it fit it? Beat us in the middle.
I've returned.
Infinite, remember,
I remember nothing.
don't mute yourself.
I figured that out too, and I already took care of that. What was
Okay.
going on is when I would switch to Skelly when I'd go to another screen, the Skelly, which I don't even need to do that much. I don't have that. It's actually a separate mic, and I don't. Okay, it's hard to explain. It's not a separate mic. It's the same mic, but it's a separate mic input. And I swap the inputs. And so if I switch back, and on the VRL screen, I did not have that input because I wasn't going to have Skelly on there. Right? But it was still
gotcha.
on that one, so it wasn't on my mic. It was dumb stuff. Speaking
Technology.
of which, yeah.
Oh,
Computers. Fashion.
computers are a fancy word for magic. And if you break one, your mom has to buy a new one.
That's not my UV light.
Strong bad.
Keybinds. Wait, what do I have? Period, really? Wait, why would I put... Hold on, what? Let's do this one. Yeah. Alright, let me test this out.
Oh.
Techno babble. Techno Jesus. Techno feces making you become real.
This game looks really fun.
You
I
look
have
really fun.
It looks fun, but you're going to get annoyed with it.
Really?
Yeah. Are we not men?
No.
No, we are Devo. We are Devo.
This game is on the Nintendo Switch. Did you know
Just getting
that?
everybody on the same page, guys. Sorry for the wait. Infinite Metal, our host, is still setting up the race. But how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome
You're
in.
still saying
I
race.
appreciate it. For those coming in, my name is Whisper Sin Static.
Oh man, I was supposed to do that.
Welcome to the stream. I hope everybody is having a great Thursday night. Thank you guys so much for making time and hanging out here. We're doing all the things. We're getting ready to get started, like I said. We're going to be playing Wario Land 4 for the Game Boy Advance. I've actually never played this game myself, but it looks like a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for it's going to be a fun race. And like I said, if you guys would like to check anybody's progress here, I would ask you guys to please check out Infinite Metal's stream. He's going to be getting started here pretty soon. As soon as he gets all of the everybody's screens up on his stream, so you can actually see all 5 racers. All 5 racers stuff up here in just a moment. Oh shit, I thought it was muted. Sorry, guys. I thought I muted myself, so like, okay, I'm gonna do an introduction. Sorry.
No. You gotta keep talking.
Oh my lordy.
I'm just gonna beat the Discord.
The music to this game.
Oh, it's
To
good.
your face.
It is really good.
2001. Holy crap, I feel old.
You are.
Like
old.
most of the games that we like.
Oh. I need to be able to keep score, don't I? Wow.
Might be a good thing. Infinite. I should look at the retro achievements for this game.
I took,
yeah.
a glance, I took a glance at them. It's your typical progression achievements, your typical do this in
When
X
it
amount
said-
of time. There's only one
when it says to
missable.
when it says collect the gems, does it mean like every gem?
Like, you know, in order to progress, you need to collect all the pieces of the gems.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Asking how many.
Each
believe-
every level has 4 gems. You collect 4, blah blah blah. Opens the door. When you collect all of them, it opens the door. You get a boss room.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's basically your typical,
Warioland.
like I was saying, your typical progression achievements, your
Okay.
typical beating the game achievement, your typical time constraint achievements.
Can we beat this game in the time?
No.
World record for this game that's 100% is like an hour and some change.
What's not 100%?
Real quick, lifting dude.
40 minutes.
Which name are you using today for your?
The dude who
retro
lives, because I already have achievements on my other account.
Yeah. Whisper, you're still the same as always.
Yes, I'm Whisper Synth Static for this one. I only use the VRL ones when it's games that I've played before.
Chaz, I'm assuming you're Chazzy Chaz VRL, and Shazam, you're it's Shazam 9468.
Correct.
No, I will use my regular one.
Okay. So just Chazzy Chaz, or Chaz?
Yeah.
Is it Chazzy Chaz or Chazzy Chaz RA?
I want to say it's
No,
Shazzy.
just
Yeah, because
Just
Ole
Chaz. Okay.
is like his name when it comes to streaming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Retro Rescue does an
Um,
amazing Chazzy Chaz impression.
True.
Very spot on.
And I don't think
Always
we'll
knew you
ever
could do it.
encounter a game that I already got achievements in.
Hey, does anybody here have a Android?
Yes.
I got a couple.
I
I've
don't
been
have a
delaying-
phone.
I'm
Only,
delaying the newest update, and it finally went through, and I absolutely hate it.
I'm
I don't
still
have
on
anything
the,
new like
I'm
that.
I'm still on Android 14, not 15.
I don't know. I don't know if it was specific to my phone or just the Android in general, but
It's
it
the
moved.
OS. It's the OS because I have a homie who his phone updated like a month ago to the new OS.
Yeah, I've been putting it off.
What do you hate about it?
They moved everything. Everything. So usually when you swipe down, you could see your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth,
Oh,
that, and then
I
underneath
heard
it,
about that.
notifications. So now if you swipe down from the right, you get your menu. If you swipe down from the left, you get your notifications. But my thumb is not big enough to swipe from the left in one motion, so I have to use 2 hands now.
first
But
world
there's all
problems.
All kind of issues.
It's true. It's true though. They are first world problems.
Yeah, and I live in the first world, and it's a problem. I'm mad. I hate when things
Yes,
get moved.
now.
It's like going from Windows XP to Vista is how bad it feels right now.
Ooh, that's bad because didn't Vista come before XP?
No, it was XP, then Vista, then 7, then 8.
My dad is still stuck on a Windows 7 computer right now, and he refuses to update or anything.
7 to 10 is fine. 8 sucks.
Yeah.
I had 8.1 on one of my older laptops for the longest time after 10 came out.
Ugh. 8 with this
I've
little tablet feature look. Hated it.
I mean, that's
I've
all.
gotten used to 11, but yeah.
The drop from 10 to 11 isn't as bad as it was from 7 to 8, in my opinion, but I still prefer 10. 10 was great.
And it's
Yeah,
kind
10
of
was
bullshit.
solid.
Kind of bullshit to forcing everyone to be on 11 if you don't want issues. Because the support is going away for 10 at the end of the year.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is getting lost.
All right, I'm about to start. I'm actually going to post out there that we're doing this for once, and whatever, going live.
Let's do it.
I'm already live. But I'm
Well,
just
hello,
I'm starting to
everyone.
stream.
Yeah.
It is
I thought we already
time
started the
once
race.
again for the Retro Achievement Races, where Retro Rescue tries to cheat and fool us, but it doesn't
If I
work.
cheated, I'd win more often.
Yeah, I've seen what is it, wacky races enough times to know that the cheater always loses.
Oh,
It's facts.
If you were
It's
smart about
facts.
cheating, you wouldn't always win. You'd win like half of them.
well, I've won one, so I'm either bad at
Cheaters-
cheating or just not cheating.
I'm just saying, cheaters never win, Retro. That's the lesson of this family programming that we have here.
I mean, in
Oh, that's wrong.
speedruns, cheaters do win, but they always get
Yeah,
caught.
whatever.
So what? The jigs dropped out, so now I'm the designated cheater? Is that how it works?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
How'd you know? You figured it out already. All on your
Yeah.
lonesome, big boy. Wait a second. Did you cheat?
Sorry
Hey,
about that, chat. I thought that they were gonna take longer to pay intro.
Hi, chat.
And
Yeah.
if Rescue would also drop out, the next designated cheater would be Whisper.
I can't cheat. I don't even know what I'm doing half the time.
Exactly.
That is your
Cheaters never know what they're
cover.
doing. That's why they're cheating.
Okay.
Did you ever watch Saved by the Bell? Apparently not. People here. All right. Oh, nope. Wrong thing. All right, everybody, though. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're all ready for some of this action. There's going to be, I guess we have an ad on the Twitch side, but that's fine. Let me show real quick. For all of you here early, Zero North, how you doing? Ready for all the broken things? Yes. And to test that out, I actually have a setup so that we can demonstrate. So all of you people, Whisper Synstatic, can watch my stream real quick, and I'll give you a demonstration while Skelly tells us what to do. All right, you see this? This is where Infinite sucks, because he actually did the close-up screen on Lifting Dude, who probably would be better at doing this anyway. All right, well, whatever. Here we go. So, in warioland 4, for the Game Boy Advance, which is what we're doing today, you go, you pick a save slot. You say you want hard because you're an idiot and you want to torture yourself. You look through the cutscenes, and you keep pressing buttons. But you know what? Don't worry, racers. The more you press buttons, the less happens. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You can't speed this up. And Infinite probably didn't even realize this. That you can't speed it up. Okay. Wow, this is lame. This is the lamest demo, but there's a cat. Wow, I actually thought this was just going to get you into the game. Lame. Wow, Wario, why does it take so long to actually get gameplay in this game? Now y'all know. This game
Yeah, this is a Game Boy Advance game. It takes like about like a minute and a half before you can actually even start moving.
Why? It's a Wario game. Get to the action.
No.
Old man Infinite's all about just, no, I don't want to see your freaking tutorial. I want to play a game. Figure it out on my own and lose. Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to do. Anyway, so once you're in the game, your Game Boy Advance that all these people are using, you have a few buttons. You can go left by pressing the left button. You go right by pressing the right button. If you want to look up, you press up, but you don't jump that way. You can press down, you can crouch. Yeah, you see that? Wario knows how to crouch. If you press the B button, he does this little firebolt run thing. Nice, right? A, jump. Just like it should be. Just like in Mario games. And guess what? You can even do A, jump, and A like that to do that thing. And that's basically it. And you can press the start menu. But who wants to do that? You don't have time for that. This is a race. That was a terrible explanation, Infinites. All right, well, I did it. Anyway, now with that out of the way, to explain to the rest of the rules to everybody, our racers are going to get 1 hour to play Wario Land 4. They need to get the most retro achievement points in 1 hour. It's not about getting to the end, although that will probably help you get a lot of points. But, and it's not about the number of achievements. It's about the point rating on them. And whoever has the highest score at the end is going to be declared our winner. This is really anyone's game?
No, it's
We'll
dudes.
see. We'll see. We see it go back and forth all the time. If there's any suspicion of cheating, then Retro Rescue will be kicked out of the game. But everyone else will be able to continue. So,
What?
and tonight, though, let me introduce our racers tonight. We have 5 racers tonight. In the top left, we have the man of mystery, Chazzy Chaz RA. All these actually are streamers this time. Chazzy Chaz, who is Chazzy Chaz RA on Kick. The Dude Who Lifts, otherwise known as Lifting Dude on both Kick and Twitch in the bottom left. Whose game this game was chosen in honor of. Retro Rescue in the bottom center. Retro Rescue 901 on Kick. Bottom right, we have the poster boy of the VRL, Whisper Sin Static, on both streaming on both Kick and Twitch. And in the top right, Shazam 9468, also streaming on both Kick and Twitch.
Hello.
And you can check all these racers out another time. You should definitely follow all of them. And we're actually going to get into this game. Is everybody ready? Do you need to use the bathroom? Do you need to walk your dog? Do you need to eat beef jerky?
Well, it's always a good time to be beef jerky, but I have to go to the store to grab some more.
I mean, I
Are
already
we
used
starting at the push
Yeah, give me
start
some more
screen?
beef jerky too. This might be the earliest we're ready. Just putting it out there. If everyone is ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah. I'm good to go.
I'm ready. All right.
I'm ready.
Then we are going to get into it. Actually, let me get some tea before I do this.
Wait, do I vote?
Mine said to have Skelly accept with RBGs.
Wait, huh?
I pray his wife bops him for not saving.
Vote wants the waifu model.
I see
He's
what
talking
he's
about my
saying. All right.
yeah. Well, we're doing it the other way anyway. But all right. Are you all
We're
ready?
starting from the push start screen, right?
Yep. Everyone, get
Sure.
to your racers. Get to your push start screen now.
All right. I'm there.
I'm there as
StarCraft
well.
Go, 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 go.
What?
All right, ready?
Wait.
Get ready. Get set. Go!
Let's do this.
All right, our racers
Oh,
are
God.
off. They are pressing the start buttons and then going out of the start buttons, trying to find where they can put their save data. We see Whispers and Static going for normal mode. I didn't see really what anyone else picked. Some are. I suspect we're going to see some racers that are going to go for normal. Some of them are going to go for hard, because typically in these RA achievements, there are different numbers of points for doing things on normal or hard. Hard will usually be more points, so we might see some who are confident in their skills go for the higher points. Those a little less confident might try to go for normal and just try to get through more
Crap,
quickly,
I forgot.
and hope the ones going for hard just fall on their faces.
Messed up,
But we'll see how it goes. And
Yeah.
yeah, we see again. There's this long little intro here that takes up about a minute and a half before our racer
Great.
can even do anything in this game. Let's see. No, well, we almost all our racers are almost dead. Looks like Lifting Dude over in the bottom left is ahead. He's knocked out some penguins because who likes penguins or whatever they are. And he's getting those gems. Yeah, get those gems. See, that's the real key to winning. Get money, kill innocent animals. That's the real prime strategy. I taught him everything he knows.
I like your style, Skelly.
Yes, I know you do. Because it's the style I gave you. Yeah. I take credit for everything Lifting Dude does right, and Infinite takes credit for everything he does wrong. All
It's gonna be $5, bro.
Yeah. Just ask Infinite for that one. I told him to give it to you, like 3 years ago, and if he hasn't given it to you, I don't know. You might want to break his legs. Hey now, no threats of violence on this show. Hey, it's not my fault. Whispers in static, trying to get through this block, having a little trouble. He needs to learn how to read a little bit, perhaps. Okay. Hey, that's my line.
I'm pressing the wrong one.
It's okay, though, Whispers in static. Retro also having a little trouble. See, that's a troublesome little tutorial mode right here. I'm at least glad that they're letting you play through the tutorial on this game rather than doing this long sequence where you have to talk to someone going like, hey, if you press right, you can move right. Try doing that now. Wow, great. Now that you move right, press the left button to move left. Try that now. Wow, you're doing great. I'm glad you know how to walk now. It's like, this doesn't work in game at all. But okay, we got Shazam up on the top, going through, getting some stuff. Also trying to go through the tutorial area, and Chat still working through the tutorial area. We can actually see a little bit. I think Shazam's got a little bit of cutoff going right now. Let's see if we can make sure that is less cutoff. There we go. That's looking great. Infinite, should you have done this beforehand? Anyway, we're getting back to the game. Everything's looking great. Lifting Dude getting a whole diamond placed in some little pocket there. Yeah, you place it in my vault, right? We'll find out. We are still going through tutorials on most screens. I think Lifting Dude is the only one past the tutorial level at this point. He grabbed that free smiley face and has 5 points on the board right now. Yeah, that's right. We have a lead.
Reading is
Lifting Dude
tough.
officially with 5 points. Everyone else still at nil for now. But we're early. And it's before the 5-minute mark. So I bet we'll see some more 5 points on the board right around the 5-minute mark. But Lifting Dude, if he keeps up this pace, he'll have a lot. 10 points now. So, yeah, if he keeps up this pace, he's going to be the one to reckon with. He's fighting
Landon,
that weird baby monster with a doll and having himself a good time. Whispers in Static, though, has that duck key. And, we love ducks around here. The duck, is that a duck or a ghost or a duck ghost key? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but it's awesome.
Wait, was I supposed to
Shazam
do
also
something
with the
with
duck
that?
ghost key.
Ugh. Okay.
Whisper wondering if he's supposed to do something with it. Yes, you're supposed to give me $20. I don't think that's how this game
That's going
works.
through the Zapdons.
But who knows?
Hopefully you haven't a good
I
one,
haven't
dude.
actually played this game before myself, other than that little bit that I played just now for the demo. That's always a good time. Always a good time. Anyway, wow, Whisper's all shaking bacon right now on his side of the screen. Always good to...
Hey,
Is that
Taramas,
always good
Landon,
to
welcome
screen?
in.
I don't know.
Mini game shop. Oh God, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Minigame
have money.
shops are all the rage these days with the kids, I hear. So Whisper's gotten through that. Lifting Dude, 25 points. Retro Rescue, 5 points right now. Chaz, 5 points. Shazam, 5 points. Whisper's 5 points. So we have a tie for second with 5 points. But Lifting Dude really pulling ahead. He's now on his way fighting that ghost pirate. Yeah, ghost pirate. Just submit. You just give all your money to him.
You just stole my
that-
money.
He just stole his money, though. Yeah, he needed it. It's all right. It's for a good cause. Anyway, 25 points over there on Lifting Dude's side. We can see him still collecting all that money, all those gems throughout the stage. We have Chazzy Chaz, Whisper, and Shazam fighting that like little baby ghost thing, whatever that thing is. I have no idea what it's supposed to be, but they're all fighting it. They're all beating
know what I
it.
was supposed to
The innocent children are being justly smacked in the face by Wario on that side. Retro Rescue playing that minigame. He's playing the baseball minigame. Oh, he looks like we might have had a home run. Yes! Retro Rescue with the home run on the baseball minigame. Lifting Dude still running through the pirate area. We have clears on Chazzy Chaz and Shazam. Simultaneous clears just about for that stage. And we have some scores coming in. Score updates. Shazam has 10 now. I'm not seeing the update for Chazzy Chaz just yet, but it might depend on certain factors. Oh, there we go. We got it. So 10-10 over there. Looks like Whisperson Static now has beaten up the children and has a clear as well. So we have again a three-way tie for second with lots of 10 points there. Retro Rescue still working on that baseball minigame. So his score is back behind, but you can't count Retro Rescue out. He often has a strategy. We've noticed over the course of these games, he'll often take these slow starts in order to build up a different course of action than just straight playing the game the normal way, because he knows that somehow he's going to get a whole bunch of points through either these mini games often we've seen, or playing a different difficulty, or some strange strategy. We don't know what his strategy is here, other than that he's clearly getting some mini games taken care of right now. Lifting Dude is still working through that big area. That's actually kind of a big level that he's been working through. We have a rolling Wario over on the left. Like, check this out. Look at this. That just reminds me of that scene from the movie Hook, where the one kid turns into a bowling ball and knocks over all the pirates. That's what Wario's doing right now. Whisperson Static up here on the bottom right seems to be a little confused maybe. Oh, I see. Why does it just kind of froze up the stream a little bit, but he is also in the pirate land too, as is Chazzy Chaz. Shazam working through these caves. Retro Rescue still on the baseball field. Still getting lots of points there. Not points for the game here, but he's getting points for baseball. Lifting Dude, so getting through those blocks, justly destroying all those boxes, because everyone knows that boxes are the biggest threat to Europe right now. Boxes, they're evil. Whisper said Static over in the bottom right, looking through his doorway, getting some gems. Shazam, trying to get that big diamond up there, has activated the block and has managed to make that big diamond his own. Yes, make that diamond your own. That way you can be mine too. Okay. Let's see. We haven't seen a lot of point progression in a little bit here. We are approaching the 10-minute mark, the 10 minutes past mark. So this is still very early game. And still anyone's game. Still anyone's game at this point. Like, you can see that the points are slowing down. Lifting Dude still has a healthy lead. But anything can happen. I'm suspicious about Retro Rescue. You all might be saying he's in last place. But just like in Mario Party, sometimes last place really has the advantage. That's ridiculous. What are you talking about? You know how they give you the advantage. I mean, we're not give him an advantage, but he's clearly just doing a different route than everyone else has done. He's doing these minigames like crazy. Let's see. We're back to the pyramid on Chazzy Chaz's screen. We got some level selection there. And who do we see? Who do we saw? Sorry, no. Gotta get the stuff up properly. Proper to slop up. Slop of the proper. What are we talking about here? No one's talking anyway. Let's see here. we're on the beach level on Shazam and Chazzy Chaz, but they're still at 10 points. I'm actually surprised by that. We have Lifting Dude still working his way through these caverns. He's now got the duck, whatever the duck ghost key, whatever it is. He grabbed a diamond, a giant diamond. Greedy old Wario got his giant diamond with his duck build key ghost, whatever it is. Whispers and Static had turned into a bat over here. This is a crazy
There we
game.
go.
Yeah, the Wario games always seemed like they were some great platforming on the Game Boys. I think they usually made these games for Game Boy, right? The Wario games series. And so I had missed out on a lot of the Wario games because they were on handhelds, and I didn't really have handhelds growing up. But so they're cool to see. They definitely did some creative stuff with what they had on this. Let's see. Oh, we have Shazam with 15 points now. And it turned into like a balloon head for Wario. Whispers and Static going through the pirate area. Lifting Dude got that 30 points now. So he grabbed an extra 5 points somewhere along the lines from that last stage. I'm a little surprised it wasn't even more, but I guess it depends on a few factors here. Retro Rescue still playing that long game with. He's got 5 points with these home run derby. It looks like. And we are approaching the 13-minute mark, which will hopefully be a lucky time for Retro Rescue. We have Shazam up there going through this like darker cave area, this like pink caves, all the pink caves that he loves so much. Whispers and Static with his 10 points, still climbing the vertical, going the distance, getting those gems. Retro Rescue getting another home run. We're seeing a lot of home runs over here. I don't know how much he needs for that achievement, but I mean, obviously it's a lot, but he's definitely getting those home runs like crazy. Lifting Dude, looks like he's going to the bathhouse or something. Is that what we're looking at? And he's turning into evil
That wasn't worth
sludge?
it.
Wasn't worth it, but he got some diamonds.
At least Wario's satisfied.
And okay, I'm hearing strange rumblings. Let's see. What's going on down there? Oh no, the deaths are coming. The deaths are coming. The deaths are coming. Hooray! All right. Let's see. Do we have this properly set up? I think we actually we do. So we're gonna go down to our duck and dragon on the scene with Lifting Dude right now, real quick. See what's going on. What's been going on? Okay, over to you two. Exactly, Duck. So Lifting Dude right here has turned his face into a balloon. He's eaten way too much, and now he's fighting those bees. And everyone hates bees, except for Quackers. Quackers apparently loves bees. He says they're tasty. And Lifting Dude, when you get that giant face, you should probably try and eat the bees. That's what we're hearing. Try to eat the bees. He's not trying to eat the bees. He's trying to get away. He's trying to float away. Why is this human able to fly? Why is there a bat? Why is existence still here? Why haven't you all submitted your jerky to me? Back to you, Infinite.
Because existence is futile. Sorry.
I was not expecting a Star Trek quote from Lifting Dude right this moment, and it came in and it was perfect. You heard it right here, everybody. Lifting Dude, the ultimate Trekkie.
No, I don't know much about that series. I just love bits and pieces of it. I'm trying to watch Star Wars from the very, very first one.
How do I stop being a bat?
Oh, you have to touch the
Why
water or a light.
Did that really happen? How did that happen?
Oh,
I know
see.
what happened.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, I get it.
All right. So our timer got screwed up again. But I know we were at like 15 minutes when it got
16,
right now.
roughly. Because we started at about 20,
So-
maybe 21.
Yeah, no,
22.
we were at right around the 45-minute mark just now. So let me-
My magic carpet ride.
I know why too. It's because I don't have enough hotkeys, and the timer switch is tied to. But I have a timer on my phone, so don't worry. Just ignore the timer on the screen. I have my phone timer that will go off, and I'll let you guys know. Sorry about that. But we do have 45 minutes left.
Okay.
Okay. That should have helped me.
The 45 minutes. Oh, you got it? Oh, what do we have? Retro Rescue is now 20 points. Wow, he jumped ahead into second place, a solid second. So now Lifting Dude has 30, Retro Rescue in second with 20 points, Chazzy Chaz 15 points, Shazam 15 points, Whisperson Static 10 points. It's still anyone's game, especially if the broken things count fives. Is there? Yeah.
Oh, I'm missing
Yeah.
a piece of that diamond. Darn it. Does it look like I can go back? Yeah. It happens.
It does happen. All this stuff happens all the time.
I'm gonna have to come back to this level.
The revolution
a
will
different one.
not be televised. Let me actually see. I can probably get the timer back on track. We still have, because I'll keep the one thing going, but
Crap, crap.
I have to go back this level later.
Control is acting up.
yeah.
I hate it when that happens.
You know what I hate? Everything.
No.
Oh well, I could actually just
Yeah.
set it to it. There we go. So there, our timer. We have a little under 43 minutes left still. I could adjust it on screen a little easier than I thought. Sweet. So our timer on screen should reflect what we want at this point. Actually, I think it's, according to my clock, a little bit the wrong way. Let's see. I have an official clock, though. Official!
Okay.
More
Can't
official
go
than
on
you,
there, man.
Lifting Dude.
My clock.
Evident, why are you screwing everything up again? Why? Don't blame Lifting Dude for your transgressions. All right, I'll try not to. We have diamonds on the screen. Chatty Chaz looking to get that diamond. We have Retro Rescue now beating up the children. We have Lifting Dude going through some tight spaces right in front of all of us. And we have the Kings of Normandy right here on screen. There's some like weird guys. What are they? Those guys. They're being those guys.
Yes.
Yes.
There we go.
That should be a bump
There
right
we go.
there.
Now we're on the right time. Now our stuff should be synced.
Mm-hmm.
The displayed time synced up with my game timer, my whatever it is, phone timer. No one can tell me that it's wrong because I won't be listening.
I
How
did
far
that
is
for
it?
nothing.
Infinite, I expected a full apology by tomorrow that includes jerky for everyone and everyone giving me jerky. All right. Anyway, we still have a little over 40 minutes left. We're approaching the 40-minute mark, though. Retro Rescue playing another minigame, a karaoke minigame with Wario with some weird faces over there. Lifting Dude on fire right now in front of everyone. Yeah, get that fire. It reminds you of your own life experiences. Can you relate to Wario in this situation? Yes, I can. Chazzy Chaz going through what looks like a psychedelic water stream. Shazam climbing the vines now, jumping off. Actually, all these racers are on different levels now. We have a lot of divergence right here. Retro Rescue going through that area that everyone did earlier, the Pirate Ghost area. But he has a whole bunch of scores. He's got 36 points. I don't know how he got to that strange number, but he did. 36 points on Retro Rescue. That puts him in the lead. So Lifting Dude at 30. Retro Rescue, though, has surpassed him. Remember that long strategy we were talking about. Don't count Retro Rescue out. It's paying off right now if he can keep it up with that 36 points. Chazzy Chaz and Shazam both still at 15 points, but on very different levels, very different areas. Whisper Static at 10 points on yet another different level. Anything can happen here. Lifting Dude trying to poke cats in the eye because they insulted his mother, and that's not right, cats. Not right at all. And Retro Rescue trying to beat up a ghost. Whisper Static swimming. He's in some splashing good territory, I guess, right now. We have just so different spots on this board right now. We haven't been seeing a lot of scoring happening, but other than it kind of just seems to come in bursts. Like Lifting got a whole bunch really early, and then Retro just got a whole bunch. Everyone else has kind of been getting it, here or there every 5 to 10 minutes, I guess. Let me get a little bit of tea here.
Oh my gosh, this
having a
game.
good time with this. With this fourth Wario Land, I don't think they ever made it to Wario Land 5. You don't see very many games put a 5 in the name, though. Which maybe you all think is a shame. Maybe you think we should have had more Wario Lands. We should be on Wario Land 28 by now. But that might overdo it. You don't need a game every year when it's a good game. You don't need it. Nintendo knew that. Just give us a Wario Land every few years on each new system, or 7 on each new system, or however many they do it. Unless I'm completely wrong, and they gave a whole lot more Wario Lands. But I don't recall that anyway. We have Whisper as a bat. And Shazam going through the water. Chazzy Chaz going into the sunflower. Saw that the sunflower was too filled with wet, sticky stuff and did not want to join that bathroom shenanigans. Lifting Dude still racing through, breaking some blocks, using his head properly. That's how you use your head, kids. All the pyramid schemes coming alive. Retro Rescue turning into a bat, too, on screen right here. You've seen it here, but folks, Wario can turn into a bat and then fight a pirate because who made these games?
I don't know.
I want to be in those meetings at Nintendo headquarters where they were planning all these stages in the Wario games. It seems like it was probably a fun party for everyone.
He's got to turn to a bat. He's got to fight a pirate. It has to be a ghost pirate, and the key looks like a ghost too. What does this have to do with Wario? I don't know. I just thought it would be cool.
They're like, look, we're on the 4th game already. We got to come up with something. So we already used up all the other ideas. So just throw things together, okay? Spin the wheel, and then spin the other wheel, and then find someone on the street and ask them what rides with Tokyo, and there, we got ourselves a level. Do that a few times, and we'll be good. We are approaching the 30-minute mark. We're a little bit far. We're almost at 36 minutes here. So, racers, we're getting there. We're getting there. Get in there. Whisper Static still sees that skeleton with fire, and he's like, nope, I am out of here. I'm going to go where Wily's picture is on the wall for some reason in a Wario game. That definitely looks like it was Wily on the wall, doesn't it? Yeah, look, Whisper, he's going to show it to us. Look, Dr. Wily right there in the Wario game. For some reason. There it says, Wheel of Insane Games, turn to turn. Tell us the next game they will play. Demon Attack for the Atari 2600. You know what? That'd be great. That's actually one I have. I have the original Demon Attack for the 2600. That was one of the games. I think I have it. That was one of the first games I got on the Atari when I bought it with my friend when we were getting into retro stuff. I know we played it. That was one of the ones we got. I don't remember for certain if I got Demon Attack or if he got Demon Attack when we split up the games. But I remember playing it. I think I might have it. Let's see. Chazzy Chaz. Of course, I can't really capture the original Atari 2600 in my current setup. But maybe that'll be rectified sometime. Maybe Whisper Static, instead of getting a phone, will get me the new Atari 7800 Plus from official Atari sources. And
wait, what am I getting?
So I can play that game.
You want your NES belt?
No, I just found it the other day.
You can keep your NES belts if you get me an Atari 7800 Plus, because that has HDMI output, and then I can play my Atari games. Ooh, Lifting Dude getting that 35 points now. 1 point. That odd 1 point that Retro got somewhere along the lines currently is making a difference. It's keeping him in the lead. Chazzy Chaz, though, got 20 points now, and Shazam have 20 points. Whisper with 10.
This is kind of crazy.
Chazzy Chaz.
Yeah, I'm gonna try another level because I don't know what I'm doing here.
Chazzy Chaz
Lita,
going
welcome
for
in.
Going for the home run derby now.
Dios mío.
Demon Attack rules. Yeah, Demon Attack was a pretty fun game on the Atari 2600.
Oh, no.
And one I had not heard of, but it's a cool time. Simple game. I mean, a lot of them on the Atari are, but kind of fast action, like crazy stuff happening. Retro Rescue still going through with that 36 points. Lifting Dude playing some gambling games right now. That's making this a mature stream now, encouraging gambling. Well, don't you know in the EU the something gambling mature ratings? Except they actually changed that. But hey, don't ruin my story. I'll ruin your story. Actually, you kind of do that well enough on your own there, Infinite. All right, anyway. So Chazzy Chaz still going through the home run derby. If he's going with that strategy that Retro Rescue used, we can expect to see Chazzy Chaz doing home run for quite a while, I think, because it seems like it takes a lot to do that. But it will give massive points. Like we saw that with Retro Rescue, so it might be worth it. Shazam going, turning into a weird spring thing. I don't know what that is. With Wario is just a crazy game. Whisper Static getting hit out is deciding to bail on that level and saying, you know what? I think I want to go to the beach. Ghost pirates, that's too stressful. Let's have a nice relaxing day at the beach. That's more my style. Hanging out, showing off, getting some sun. That's Wario on.
I forgot how much I hate this level.
Side. Lifting Dude expressing his hatred for levels. Yeah, I hate levels too. Who do the levels think they are? With all their numbers and bosses and all that. Yeah, screw them. Okay. Trying to get those gambling numbers, get a goal. He's trying for it. It seems like this is kind of very RNG or very strong timing based. Like you have to be very precise with the timing over on Lifting Dude's side. It looks like he's going through a gacha game. I think that is probably like the physical style gacha games that they have over in Japan, especially. We'd be kind of familiar. We had those capsule games, but here in the U.S. as well back in the day. Maybe we still do. I don't know. But they had like bigger gachas in Japan. Yeah, way bigger, because that's what Japan's known for. Giant gachas. Ones as big as your head. Maybe even bigger. Maybe like 3 times the size of Infinite's head. Okay. Retro Rescue still working its way through that Ghost Pirate area. Chazzy Chaz still knocking those home runs out of the park. Look, they're right. He just did it. He did. Home run. Woo! Whisper Static going through the caves. He's been digging in those caves, the caves of wonders, with Wario getting that diamond. He beat up Dr. Wily Wannabe. The old guy with the glasses, totally just being thrown for a loop because hatred of old guys. That's clearly what's going on here. Lifting Dude over in the bottom left, though, still back a little bit, but Retro Rescue, we got a score. Ooh, yeah, another 5 points, 41. Oh, Retro Rescue extending his lead. That slim 1 point margin has now been extended to a crisp 6 points. Lifting Dude, though, just got a best score over there. Let's see if that gets him more. It might only get 5, but if he gets a 10 there, it's gonna be quite a race. Let's see what's happening here. Chazzy Chaz riding that wheel through the sunset, sunlit background in the desert. Chazzy Chaz taking the opposite course, going through the watery graves with the fish. Whisperson Static going down into the waters too to join him. He's gonna have a nice little dip in that beach, just drinking that cool crisp seawater for some reason. Stay in school, kids. Lifting Dude got that 40 points. Okay, so it's a 5 point gain there. So now we're back to a 1 point game between Lifting Dude and Retro Rescue. Retro Rescue still working his way through the pirate or the ghost pirate area. Lifting Dude moving on to a new area. He can see some drawings in the background. Chazzy Chaz going through the pyramid passage. I did not quite see. Was that a completion, or did he switch it up? We don't see any points on the board. He might have given up on the home run, but we'll see if there's some points pretty soon. Shazam still going through, getting another little dip in the water. Whisper getting out of the water. Everything's happening. We are past the halfway point, by the way, everyone. It is 8 minutes left, or just a little over 28 minutes left. So there's still a lot of game left. Anything can still happen. Anything can happen right here. Magic carpet rides on Rescue's aside. Whisperson Static going down through the caves of water again. Lifting Dude going through pipes. A lot of pipes. They're kind of different pipes, though, than what you see in the Mario games for whatever reason. Wario doesn't like the same kind of pipes, I guess. He's not a plumber. Maybe they're gas pipes. Maybe that's why. You think he's a gas maintainer? A pipeline maintainer? Wario? Would that be his job? Chazzy Chaz swimming around. Look at that giant fish. That fish is like crazy. Why? It's not even just like a fish. It's clearly like a demon fish, or that thing that pops out. It's just like, nom, 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 nom. I want to eat your face. Yeah, that sounds about right. I understand that fish. That's the most relatable thing on this whole game so far. The demon fish. Yep. Clearly he has a good head on his shoulders, and I understand his struggles. He's just hungry. Yeah, fair enough. Chazzy Chaz grabbing that diamond, trying to arrange things. Oh, got hit by a fish, though. Ooh, Chazzy Chaz got hit back by that fish. Ooh, that's going to cost him. Whisperson Static frolicking through a field of flowers, getting stung by bees, swelling up, and apparently that makes him float. Retro Rescue deciding to abuse the elderly again. Lifting Dude still jumping through lots of hoops. Found the coloring books, coloring in those pictures all over the place. Something like that. I don't even know what's going on there. Sometimes this is just nonsense. Clearly there's some ghost guy drawing pictures or something. Who knows what it's all about? What does it mean? It means you're an idiot. Why would it mean that? I don't know. I got bored and had nothing else to say. Okay, cool. Shazam going into another level, or going through a portal anyway. And has 25 points now. So, we have some differentiation. So that puts him in solid third now, Shazam. So we have Retro Rescue still in the lead by 1 point with 41 points. Lifting Dude with 40 points. Shazam grabbing that third place now with 25 points. Chazzy Chaz with 20 points currently. And Whisperson Static with 15 points. And they're, again, pretty much all on different levels. I'm not sure, but that's what it looks like to me. Definitely all on different areas of these levels. Some of these levels change up a good bit. We have
Here's a fun fact when it comes to the Wario games. When Wario gets fat in the original version, The Japanese version, they made it where he's eating a donut. This version, they made it where he eats an apple because they didn't want Americans to get mad at them for call them obese because they eat unhealthy food kind of thing. They were just looking out, hoping that we wouldn't get offended. But I don't think that would even matter.
I don't think that would have mattered at all.
Beer. Yeah, they censor things that don't matter, but with the beer, it mattered because America's weird when it comes to alcohol.
Yeah, like the rice balls in the Pokemon anime being called jelly donuts.
That's only
they
because...
still showed the rice balls, the onigiri, whatever.
I mean, that's only because us Americans wouldn't know what that is at the time. But the average American, I should say.
It could have been a learning experience. They could have made it educational programming by teaching about Japanese culture.
Nah,
like
let's keep Americans ignorant.
Okay, so that was the thing too. A lot of the children's programming did some really loose stuff to qualify as educational programming because there was a requirement on, like, at least on network television, that's to get the network broadcast rights, you had to have a certain amount of educational programming a week, and so they didn't have to be children's programming, but they figured, well, we'll do it for the children's programming because adults don't care, and we want the better shows, whatever ratings for the adults. But it was always like so low bar educational programming on like all the cartoons. So they could have done that though. They could have used that. A lot of them did. And I remember you used to see that illuminating television or educational programming on all the cartoons. And I used to wonder, like, how is this even educational? And it's basically like they'll sometimes say like, oh, they'll have like a spelling bee contest where someone says I before Eve except after C, and that's meaningless thing, or the nerdy character corrects them when they say I is cool. They're like, no, should it be I am cool? And that was it. That was that one time they said it was all they needed. So yeah, they could have said it's cultural programming by teaching you what origiri was. Instead, they just taught you what Pokemon were, and you had to learn all 150.
At the time, 150. Now it's 1,028 or something like that.
Look, we all know it ended at 150. It ends with Mew 2. Okay.
If you want to be technical, 151 in Gen 1.
Yeah, there is no Mew. That was a lie.
Mew was a lie.
It was a lie created
Birds are
by...
a lie.
Yep, exactly. It was a lie created by the crab companies to make you believe that crabs were healthy food. It was really a bad campaign, but still, they did it. It's been proven on Lifting Dude's channel. He had a whole thing about it on the Dudecast. We all saw it, except for Shazam, apparently. Shazam.
Wait, what?
Hey, Infinite, impromptu poke rap. 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
Now we're finally here, performing for you. Put your hands together if you want you to, as we talk you through this poke rap.
I like this version better.
Blastoise, Charizard here. Whoa.
That was a
Firo
mixture of the
and Firo and Butterfree too. Gonna fly together until they have to fight what was the shrew guy's name? Sandshrew. There we go.
All right, what happens if you activate the end of the stage thing but don't get the ghost?
You have to fix my NES for free.
Like,
You have to do the level again. You have to have the ghost in order to progress.
Well, there's no way to exit. Oh, give up. There we go.
Oh, the Lifting Dude has actually taken the lead back. 45 points now. So in the lead by 4 points. Retro Rescue's trying to get out of the stage, though, so we'll see what happens there. We are almost at the 20-minute mark. We are approaching the 20-minute mark, everyone. Shazam, 25 points. Chat still 20 points.
And I
Whispers and
think I might
Static,
have
15
stopped.
points.
I'm gonna have to lose
That's
this
some-
level.
So it's kind of a close race there for that third place spot. And the top spot is really close still. That 4-point differentiation. Anything can happen.
yeah.
You are seconds away from it being the 20-minute mark.
Okay.
So here we go. 20 minutes left. As of now, we are in the last third of the game, everybody. We know we love thirds of games. That's the real American way to consider things, by threes. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
that
why.
never just gets confusing.
What was
Yeah,
it?
was
Was
it
it
a story?
We're selling in.
wasn't it Burger King that aired the 3-pound Whopper to compete with McDonald's?
No,
But
that was
American-
A&W. But Americans was
A&W?
too.
Okay.
Americans were too stupid to understand a third is bigger than a quarter.
Yeah.
No,
I-
quarter's bigger
see-
than this third.
I've heard that story a lot of times, but I kind of wonder if that was just A&W's excuse for the fact that they still failed because no one wanted their burgers.
I don't know. Maybe.
Like I would say like that would be something to tell your investors. Oh, Americans are just too stupid. Not our burgers suck, and we're suck at advertising.
I've never even had an A&W burger.
See, and
They're all right.
that's what I'm saying.
They're
There's
not
not very
bad.
many around. They're
those
kind of a more of a west, or I think there's stores in the west, right?
I mean, I have some in
Uh,
my
there-
state.
there's not really
there's
East
a couple
Coast
in
thing.
Cali, yeah.
As long as we can agree, In-N-Out's the best.
Never had it.
I hadn't either until I went to Texas and tried it, and I was a fan.
Oh yeah.
It was great.
You know who makes
Oh, that
better
beat up's pretty
burgers?
good, man.
I
Yeah.
don't either. Me. It's true. It's true. If you grind up Infinite into a burger patty, it just goes great. All you have to do is add just a little bit of chili sauce, and it's spectacular. What? Anyway, I do make a mean burger sometimes. Bacon and cheese infused burger with some seasoned salt. It's all you need. It's all you need.
Come on, I need
And
that
then
apple.
just grill it right. Keep it juicy. But dude, how do you like your everybody? How do you like your burgers while you're trying to do precise platforming?
Medium well.
Medium well.
I'm
Dude
bad
likes
with meat,
spicy.
so I just well done.
Well done burgers.
I don't eat hamburgers.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I have the palate of a fucking child.
Wait, hamburgers though? I thought hamburgers are kind of like I don't
Chicken
know.
nuggets,
That
chicken
is what you
strips,
do.
chicken nuggets, chicken strips, and French fries. That's what I get when I go to fast food restaurants.
Well, cook.
Gotcha.
Well, at least you know what you like.
I go various ways. I learned
Okay.
a few years ago though that you can get a well done burger, and if it's done right, it's still super juicy,
Oh yeah.
and that can
They
be a
just
pretty
gotta-
good way to do it.
They try to cook it too quickly is the problem.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of shows someone either doesn't know. Well, fast food they might get it dried out because they're doing other things because
I don't know what I'm doing
is
here.
the top priority, right?
Yeah. Proper well done. It's low and slow.
Yeah,
Be
and
up,
you
pour
can
out
be gray all the way
$80.
through and still be dripping with all the juice still packed in.
Yep.
Still, I actually do like my meat a little on the rarer side. My beef anyway, beef on the
I like
rarer
it
side.
anyway. Like, it doesn't really matter to me.
I mean, I'll eat it, yeah, no matter what, and I'll enjoy it too. I'll enjoy it either way. I used to be this one that would be like, hey, I want well or medium well, and then something got stuck in my mind, and it wasn't even like pretentious stuff. It was actually an episode of C Lab 2021 when they when they get the vegetarian guy to eat meat, to eat a cheesesteak for the first time,
Yeah.
And he gets obsessed with eating meat. And then at the end, he's like trapped all the children to prepare his meats, and
Oh, I
he's
remember
like,
that.
no, like, yeah. I just remember him
Good,
saying like,
bro.
yeah, I remember him going like, oh no, I want it raw. I want the blood to dribble down my chin. It was just so metal. It's so-
No.
Lifting Dude at 50 points though. Oh, huge lead crawling out again. Well,
Oh my God,
Retro
I'm
Rescue trying to
amazed.
crawl under those spikes with this is 41 points. We are past the 15-minute mark just now as well, so we have 15 minutes left. We are in the last quarter.
Shit.
The last quarter here. But yeah, I bet it's because A&W's burgers were just not good. I think I once had.
I
in a
think they
random
were
place.
okay. They weren't like anything to write home about, but like I've had worse.
Do they also have like a hot dog? I feel like maybe I had a A&W hot dog one time at one of the restaurants, and I was like, this is just not particularly good or something like that. It was
Has
also
anybody
like
tried-
at a roadside stop though, so maybe who knows? Like like the highway sides. So maybe that was something.
Have you guys had Wiener Schnitzel?
No, tell us about your Wiener Schnitzel.
No, I can't decide if I like it or not. To be
Well,
honest.
Whisper
I've been
Sack, by the way, is at 20 points now. He's caught up to Chaz. Chaz needs to pick up the pace. He's
Yeah,
going through,
Chazzy, what the hell?
You can't count Chazzy out though. We have 15 minutes left. Chazzy though does know his platformers, does know his RA. Sometimes has a strategy he's cooking up in the background. Shazam at is solid, still in that 25-point third place
All
slot.
right.
Is pretty safe.
Something.
Lifting Dude getting that boss taken care of. He's beating up the teddy bear right now on stream, beating the child's toy, making the children cry.
Screw this
We have a
child
score.
boy.
Retro Rescue got that 46 points now after that score, which means if he gets another 5 points somewhere, then he actually has that 1 point lead. But he's got to do it before Lifting Dude tears that bear apart and tells it it's going to cry to its mother and die. Is that what bears do? Do they cry and die?
Eventually.
Eventually they cry and die. There we go.
There we go.
Metal. Let's do.
Damn,
Got all
that's
the
hard.
treasures. Let's see what's happening over there. Bottom left, everybody. Check it out.
I'm sorry. I just had that's a bit of an adrenaline rush, that boss. Because there's a lot of things
Beating
that
up
can
the
go
bear?
wrong. Yeah,
Oh,
there's a lot of
gotcha.
things that can go wrong. What you have to
What can
do is
go
you have to
wrong?
like hit it with a needle in the butt, and then have to like flip him over and hit him twice to 3 times. If you can, but if he lights you on fire, it doesn't technically damage you, so you can still do a damage list. It's just it'll take more time, and you won't be able to take all the treasures with you if you're trying to do a really good run.
And whoa, everybody. Yeah, like Lifting Dude, I guess, was going for damage list for those extra points, and it shows. And now it's 70 points. That was a big jump in points. That was a 20-point gain from that. Oh, Retro Rescue is going to have to really work hard to catch up now. He's at that 46 points, but now, what is that? Oh, 14 points behind? If I'm not mathing right. 24 points behind. Because Lifting Dude is at 70 points.
I like the other number better.
14 points better. Well, you're the one that knows the math around here, so.
Ew, Rescue like
What's the distance
school.
between 46 and 70, Retro Rescue? Do math for us while you're trying to play this game.
1 point less than whatever I get for clearing this mini game. Can we accept that?
I'll accept it this time. I won't accept it because it involved math. And math is for peasants. Okay. Ooh, we're being told to hurry up. We aren't quite at the 10-minute mark. We are almost at the 10-minute mark, everybody. So we are getting into that home stretch.
They find
Oh,
him.
let's
I
going
see.
after that same minigame. The wheelie.
To be fair, I don't
desert
search
minigame.
out the waifus. They culminate. Math is the devil.
I like math.
So do
I
I.
invented
I like
math.
math too.
I love math.
See, some of us like math.
It's literally
Keep
the
letters
People
out
in the
of math.
lead
It's
like
literally-
math. Winners like math. Kids. That's
Letters have no place in math. I'm a firm believer.
You know what's you know what's even funnier about that though? The
What's
older
that?
math you get, the more letters you get. Because
damn
it used to be they didn't have different numbers symbols. They just used letters. And it was like the place of the letter in the whatever alphabet that was the value of the number.
Phoenician? Didn't they invent math?
Yeah, well, the Greeks did that. A lot of people did that. Yeah, it was just like you can add stuff up. There were games for it. You hear that's what the number of the beast is actually about too. It was
Yeah.
about it was the number that if you add up the letters in the name using that system, it would end up being 666.
Oh,
Also, Scuba
okay.
Drinker's in the house. Actually, got a bunch of people over on Twitch side right now watching. Cryptic also here. Let me give some shout outs over on that side.
Yue says she's not a fan of word problems. What do you guys think?
I like them.
You would.
You see, some people complain about word problems, and other people complain that, oh, this math doesn't have anything to do with my real life and practical stuff. It's so abstract. And you just can't please everyone. You can't please
Hey.
everyone. So you must just anger everyone by having both.
Boo math.
That's the only
yay
fair way to
math.
do it.
What?
You hear my tutoring idea? I was going to start a tutoring program and call it Crystal Math. We make
Wow.
We make
I would be
learning
the first-
clear.
Crystal math.
Almost at the 8-minute mark. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, we have 8 minutes. 8 minutes left. Retro Rescue hanging out on the beach.
I missed my shot.
Lifting Dude going through that factory. Chazzy Chaz has the Duckbird. Whisper Sin Static also hanging out on a beach in the water, having himself a nice little dip. Shazam going through a watery factory place. He's got the bird too. So we'll see. Actually, I think with those birds, we can expect some points. These two racers that have the bird, I think, should be able to get some more points before the end of the timer, before the timeout in 7 minutes. So we'll see what the results are for that. Retro Rescue still looking for some extra points. Lipton Dude looking for some more, but still in that solid lead with 70 points. Yeah, Shazam just cleared. Looks like Chazzy Chaz about to clear soon. We'll see if we get a score there for Shazam now that he's unlocked that door. Whisperson Stack still hanging out on the beach.
I got the 98
singing
in
some
the
songs.
minigame.
He's trying to impress the
And
ladies
here-
with his guitar
Me too.
work and swimming skills on the beach as Wario. Retro Rescue completing bits of that diamond figure. The Lifting Dude afraid of the fire. Shazam did get that score, so we got 30 points for Shazam right now. Chazzy Chaz getting his clear as well. We will see some points on the board for him very soon. Whisperson Static hanging out with his 20 points, his cool 20. Going to see how that goes, if he can manage to get a few more points before the end here. Retro Rescue also looking for a few more points. It's been a while since Retro Rescue's gotten any points. Just putting it out there. Retro likes to get them in bursts, though, it seems.
I got
Big
to
old
the
burst.
minigame and hit 98 and lost.
Oh,
I got the 97 and lost. That's why I just left and just went to another one.
I ran out of
Like,
money.
not enough time.
well, isn't that just the common plight of all of us? I could have had great things happen. I could have been a success, but I ran
Well-
out of money.
Well, isn't that cute? But it's wrong.
But it's wrong.
Oh, Retro Rescue got himself some points. He did it. He did it, everybody. He's got 51 points right now, right here on stream. Is it enough? No, it is not enough to surpass Lifting Dude, but it does put him in a more solid second place right there. We are almost at the 5-minute mark, so everybody start getting your points in. Take your final point purchases to the front of the store, because if you are not in the checkout line at the 5-minute end mark, you will be bound and tortured by our buddy Sven. Chatty Chaz trying to get a home run. He's going for that home run derby right now with his 25 points. If he can get that home run, though, I think he can get like 15 points. He can really jump ahead if he can get all those home runs. He is going to try for it. I think he's looking at this and saying, look, I got 5 minutes left. I need to go for some big, quick points, and this is the way to do it. Whispers and Static. Use that bird. He unlocked the gates. Whispers and Static. We should expect to see some points on really soon. Really soon. Will be a lot. We got the score coming in. It's 25 points. 25 points. So tied with Chaz Jazz.
Thank you, Dale.
Dude
Thanks
just
for being
completed
here.
something. 4 minutes left, everybody. 4 minutes. Retro Rescue still trying to balance on that tire. Shazam also going for the home run derby right now.
Wait, how much time do we have?
4 minutes. 3 minutes
Ooh,
and
yeah.
47 seconds.
Why doesn't he go around them? Why does he have to go through them?
Because he's a real man, Retro Rescue. Real men go
Stupid.
through things. Look, the dude
Sweet.
got some more points. 75 points, extending that lead.
Damn, holy hell.
Yet again. I think we all knew this was going to be a Lifting Dude favored game, though. Lifting Dude,
Yeah.
if you guys are not following him and you like platformers, and it's particularly Wario, definitely start following Lifting Dude. Lifting Dude does play Wario a good bit on his stream and other platformers and plays them really well. So if you want to see a master at these who knows a lot and is a good time, hit that follow on Lifting Dude on both Twitch and Kick, and have a good time. Yes, thank you for that. I should do that on the other side too. That's right. I put that in. I forgot I had the whole the links thing. Thank you, Zaranarth, for knowing my own commands better than I do. And I'll even put it on the other side too. I guess actually it's all valid. These are all the same, even though we don't have the Don with us this time. He wasn't a streamer anyway, so everyone that is a streamer is here. So all the same stuff, despite me being lazy. I mean, it was all by design. Almost 2 minutes left. We're coming up to the 2-minute warning, everybody.
How many home runs do you need to get?
Everyone
100?
wishes I was their mod, apparently. Exactly, Zaranarth. You do the job right. 2 minutes left. We have a 2-minute warning. All right, everybody, it's time to get in panic mode. There's only 2 minutes left until the world ends, or until I take over your I don't know, your mom's fish chart shop. What? I don't know what the rules are of this game, but there's 2 minutes left. Less than 2 minutes. What are you doing playing baseball? We don't have time to play baseball. Baseball is 9 innings. 9 innings of useless time. I guess you could do it in 2 minutes. Have you ever been to a baseball game, though, that took 2 minutes? What are you thinking? Why is everyone trying to do that? Shazam up there trying to ride a freaking tire wheel. He's beating up old men who are eating onigiri. That's what they get for not giving me their onigiri. There's Whispers and Static still running through the water levels and having all kinds of a good time. I don't even know what he's doing. What is Wario doing? What is existence? Retro Rescue trying to get lit on fire. That's always the fire is always the right move. Get lit on fire, and then you can succeed in life. See, that's why I keep telling people. They're always like, oh, stop burning me to death. Anyway, Retro Rescue just went through the fire, finding some diamonds. He's going to give those diamonds to me. There's less than a minute left, everybody. There's 45 seconds left. Chatty Chaz getting a home run. Shazam jumping over cacti and jerks. And Whispers and Static trying to break those blocks. He keeps hitting it with his head. He tries to hit him with his butt. It doesn't work. Nothing's working at all. Lifting Dude trying to get those home runs too. Retro Rescue trying to get set on fire again with 51 points. Okay, we have Lifting Dude with 75 points. Retro Rescue 51. Chazzy Chaz and Whispers 25. Shazam with 30. There's less than 20 seconds left. There's 15 seconds left, everybody. 15 seconds left. That's the panic. Get those points. Get all the points you can. Get them now before everyone's going to panic. All the humanity, all the children. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second left. Go! It's over. It's over. Put your final scores in. Everything is done. And I think we have a winner. It's can you guess? Oh, I can guess. You know, it's fun. It's one of those times again where I didn't even have to move the winner mark because it is, of course, Lifting Dude. The Lifting Dude.
But I just played the game, bro.
Lifting Dude with 75 points. Our victory. Blew everyone out of the water. Retro Rescue, not a close second with 51 points.
Yeah, you gotta word it like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gotta
Lifting
word it
just-
like that.
Just went for it.
I just
But
adrenaline rush.
that's-
Adrenaline rush. That's all.
Yeah.
That's
Did you
high.
Yeah,
Chazzy
sure.
Chaz and Shazam both tied for third with 30 points, and Whisper Sinstat close behind with 25 points.
It's just usually
Oh,
I choke
good
on
game,
the bosses
racers.
and get hit. I get hit on the bosses and have to redo them at least 10 times. And for some strange reason, it's just like Ultra Instinct freaking kicked in. And I'm like, I'm not getting hit.
It was the see. Here's the thing: some people choke under pressure, and some people lift weights and do well under pressure, and that's Lifting Dude, obviously. And that's what I'm talking about. Lifting Dude, he goes into super mode when the pressure is on in these races, and that's what we witnessed here.
No, seriously,
and it was
I
fun to
played-
see.
I played this game so many times, and every time I go on the bosses, I just mess it up every time. So I was like, oh no. When I heard Wario, I was like, oh no, I'm going to screw up on the boss.
What do you mean when you
It
heard
is,
Wario?
it's
You
true.
picked
Some
it.
people have problems with pressure. Some people, the competition pushes them to get in the zone. So there you go.
Like, Wario's one
But
of
yeah,
my favorite
congrats.
games. I don't feel like I'm good at. I don't feel like I'm very good at it sometimes, but I don't know. I just
Whispers in Static showing us my stream. Hey there.
Yay!
Hey, buddy.
Oh hi.
It's a stream
hi.
within a stream.
Yeah.
2 levels.
Streamception.
I could have gotten
Stream
more
within a stream
points
within a
if I
stream.
didn't try in a level I failed twice.
Well, okay. So a few of you, everyone seemed to have a different strategy. There was a lot of just attempts to progression, but there was splitting on this because there was a lot of different options. Lifting Dude, you tell me first. What was your strategy throughout this? Did you have a game plan beforehand, or did you go with the flow? What happened here?
I just wanted to see if I could perfect run some bosses. That was it, because I'm like, at least the only way I think I could possibly win this is if I perfect run bosses. But that was like a high risk thing. If I screw up, basically dying by those bosses, you get hit once, it's over. You just lost an additional 10 points, and you have to wait forever to die.
Well, I
'Cause
saw
these
you
bosses
did.
take their
You
time.
did go for mini games a couple times there, kind of
Yeah.
later on.
Yeah,
That was
later
my
on. When I,
Retro, what was your strat? Because you went for the home run early.
It was the mini games. I assumed there were points there. I got the first one, but I didn't know about like how many coins it took to keep trying it.
Nice.
But I
Shazam,
got
Chazzy?
the
You got the money. Yeah, that's what was your plan to go after you got the mini games? You did get a bunch of points, and you did take the lead for a bit there from those mini game points.
If I'd gotten the wheel, I think that would have been an extra 10, and I could have went straight for the boss and tried to do it damageless in the second stage. But I ended up having to do the wheel too many times.
Gotcha. Shazam, Chaz, any insight into your strategy? You guys seem to go through the levels, but you did take different courses and went to the mini games at different points as well.
I mean, I didn't realize there were mini-game points until like halfway through, so I was just doing levels.
Gotcha.
I know it was getting towards the tail, and I was like, I'm going to try and do some mini-games. get some points.
And Whisper, I assume you were just playing, right? Because
I've
you
never
said you hadn't
this
played it
game.
at all. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never played it either.
Wait, you haven't played this rescue? I'm actually surprised by that.
Never.
You did
Well,
all
how
that's-
good.
you did a
How
good
the
job,
hell
Ben,
did you
for-
get 51 points?
Strategy.
You just
Cheating.
figured that there was going
Sounds
to
like
be.
a cheat.
Okay, we said this earlier though. Retro often goes for like these extra minigame points for a lot of these games, so that just seems to be he knows that often they give you points, right? And he I guess, just assumed and went that route. That seems to be Retro Rescue likes those minigames, and I appreciate that. I like minigames in a lot of my games as well. People that watch me know that I love those in my my RPGs and such. They break things up, so.
Well, if I'm against somebody that's great like Lifting Dude, I know the only chance I have is for a strategy that's against what they're doing. If I do the same
Right.
thing as Dude, there's no way on first playthrough that I'm going to compete.
So
Oh,
you're
man.
you're hoping that's take like rolling the die some other direction will give you will
I
luck
mean-
you into the extra points, which honestly it did get you ahead for a bit here, so it wasn't a bad strat, and you did get second place here, so
It was my
But-
only shot, even if it didn't work.
yeah, no, it was a good race though. It was a good race. Well, thank you all for being here. Lifting Dude, what's going to be the next game?
I am not sure. I was thinking either Sonic Rush or continuing Crash Bandicoot for the Game Boy Advance. Crash Bandicoot 2.
As a
Crash.
race?
Oh, as a race? My bad. Sorry. I'm not sure. What would be a good
Although
one?
that does sound like some fun times for everyone who, again, if you're not following these racers, do so. And are actually, I guess we'll see in a little bit. You can think about
We'll
it. Are you
win.
going to be continuing to stream after this, Lifting Dude? Because we will send everyone over to you if you are.
I was gonna
um,
call it a night because it's getting late where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm trying
so
I'm trying to mess up my sleep schedule, and I keep failing and falling asleep at 3 in the morning.
Gotcha.
Didn't help
is
that there was a
anyone going to
thunderstorm.
Hopefully you didn't get struck by lightning.
No, I just couldn't sleep.
Anyone?
Wait, so what game are we
Gotcha.
playing for next race?
We haven't decided yet.
Oh, I see.
Hmm.
Is anybody gonna keep streaming?
I need to get off of the
Exactly what
night.
I was asking, Whisper. But
Yeah.
I'm glad we're on the same page there, Whisper. You and I.
Yes.
All right, let's help Dude pick a game.
It's
Then.
like we're twins.
I mean, I constantly suggest this.
Wonder
Link to the
Twin Power
past.
activate.
Link to the Past?
Yeah.
I don't mind trying that one out.
That would be fun. That
I
might
suck
be
at
fun
Legend of
actually.
Zelda games. It's a challenge. I'm gonna probably look up some strategy.
Should we? Let's look up the retro achievements real quick and just make sure it's something feasible. That
It's pretty lineal, but
yeah. So if it's really linear, almost everybody's gonna have the same amount of points for a while.
for the first dungeon, then I think you can
Unless
do the,
someone decides to go for the 4-minute beat the game strat.
I think that's it. That's a subset. That's a different. It won't work.
Really?
Are you,
I mean,
Yeah.
it would basically just turn into like a race. Like a
Which Legend of
actual
Zelda
race.
would it actually? Which actually
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda would it be though?
So take the princess to safety, acquire some bombs, acquire the pendant, yada yada yada, all that normal stuff.
yeah, but I
Magic
want to say
bottle.
after the
Acquire.
first dungeon, you can do the second or third in any order, so there'd be a bit of strategy there.
Now, how many dungeons do you think you could beat in an hour?
Realistically, I could do 2.
Okay.
'Cause I know that
All
game
right.
pretty well. I've beat it like a half dozen times over the course of like 20 years.
Oh, then I think you can do more dungeons than that probably in an hour.
But I'm being generous. I could probably get up to the point of actually while you in the Dark World dungeons, and that is it.
Well, otherwise, I guess that's a question. Then you might not be able to get everyone might not be able to get a whole lot. So But
I mean, we don't have to
everyone knows
decide
that
right
game.
this second if you guys are kind of on the fence about stuff.
No, Lifting Dude must decide this second.
You must decide.
Otherwise, Whisper gets it. Whisper
What
is
the-
at
wait,
risk
what?
here.
Wait, me? Why?
Lifting Dude, you must save him. You must decide.
It's just like a final fight where they have me strapped to like a bomb.
You
Yes.
just blowing it out the door. Legend of Zelda sounds like a good one.
I
I'm always
don't
look-
mind that one.
I've never really played Link to the Past too much. I got to do the second dungeon and then kind of rage quit on it because I'm like, oh man,
Yeah,
I'm
like-
gonna try this job thing real quick because I was like unemployed at the moment. I'm gonna try this job that I was thinking about doing, and then the job took up all my time.
Link to the Past and Link's Awakening are both phenomenal.
Well, if you
Well,
would
I'm gonna throw something out there.
Okay.
any percent world record for Link to the Past is an hour 22 and some change. So you
Jeez.
could beat most of the game realistically. Not get all the
I'm-
achievements, but you could beat most of the game.
I'm gonna throw something out there. Lifting Dude. If
Mm-hmm.
we're talking PSP, what is your inclination? What would you if we were to do a PSP game? Just because we haven't done a PSP game RA race. So like
Oh,
if
yeah.
we were to do that, what way would you lean?
Let me see if let me see the PSP games real quick. So where's someone?
Breath of Fire 3. Breath of Fire 3.
You know what? I
Fishing,
knew he was
all
gonna say
fishing.
that.
There's a special fishing minigame for the PSP version. There's a
Alright.
special fishing version.
Only
It's
a
really
serious
there.
game for retro achievement races. Ben 10 Alien Force.
Let's
All
go.
right. I'm just looking around. Yeah, there's not.
Oh, you know what we
didn't-
should do? Did you ever get to that Totally Spies game? Lifting?
I was thinking about doing that one. That was no. I heard that game was actually really fun. It's just like some of the subsets is like beat certain levels without getting hit. Like, but it's a fun game from what I saw because I saw somebody else play it. I'm like, wow, this game looks fun. What is it? It's like Totally Spies. I was like, what? What?
You know, some random games got, well, sometimes a really cool publisher did these licensed games because it wasn't they paid for the license, it was the people with the license just paid some developer and said, hey, do what you want. And they had just to like, hey, we got a lot of money, we can make something cool out of this. Like, I mean, Capcom and Konami, I think at least Capcom made a whole bunch of licensed games in the 90s and they were like really good. Like, they made a lot of like the Disney games and other stuff, and they did a good job with it, right? So it can be done. Licensed games can be good games, including random licensed games can be good games. If you know they're just like, hey, you random developer who just needs money to make whatever game they want, just give this skin to it, and they're like, yeah, all right, I'll put your random spy girls on my game about whatever I was doing before. That's fine.
Speaking of licensed games, Lion King for the Genesis.
Oh,
Oh, that one's rough. I can't even beat level 2 on that thing, and even if you use the cheat code to skip a level, you still have to do level 2.
Here's the real question. When was the last time you played Pac-Man 2: The New Adventures?
That is a good one. I haven't played that one. I have that on freaking what's it called?
I couldn't figure that game
That
out
would be
growing
a
up.
weird one to race.
Isn't it like
Well,
really
like a point-
slow from what I remember?
It's kind of slow. It's kind of like a point-and-click adventure, except you don't control You don't control the Pac-Man character. You're yourself, and you are trying to influence him, which is kind of an experimental game. It was like they did it with Seaman and like, hey, you Pikachu later, but it was like that, but also point-and-click adventure style.
The only thing I remember about that game is that it's the first game that I can remember that I so mad that I wasn't getting it.
All right,
I loved that game as a kid. I loved it.
I got
It's
a
not
game
very
that
long though.
got a game that can get us all permabanned. It's called Manhunt.
Oh God.
I don't know why that gets you permabanned if you freaking play that on anything.
That was wasn't that the first game that was like really close, or some places did get an adult only rating?
Yeah, I heard something about that.
That's why if you try to like play that, you get like permabanned in certain freaking streaming places. Damn. There's DJ Fever, Disguise, there's Dragon Ball Z. Sheesh.
Yeah, Dragon Ball.
I wouldn't mind a Dragon Ball game. Let me see. I'm just looking at the achievements real quick because I'm looking at a bunch of PSP games. I see Beautiful Joe is here, but most of Beautiful Joe is just like story progression, finding puzzle pieces, like all the puzzle pieces, completing trial mode, just basic stuff, just like level progression. I also saw Medieval here too, but most of this is like killing enemies without jumping, killing enemies, obtaining weapons, beating enemies without running.
Yeah, I don't know. It's always hard to figure out like the race game.
Yeah, because as much as I would like to have that as a race game, it's like I don't think it would be a good race game. Like example, like the Dragon Ball Z game, most of the achievements here are
We
story
can take
progression.
suggestions from the audience if anyone wants to suggest a game that they would like to see in 2 weeks.
Also that.
Oh, I'm willing to hear suggestions.
Not a bad
You can
call.
have final say.
I'm looking through the list of games.
There's also God of War Chains of
Dig Dug
Olympus.
says Nexus. Dig Dug on the NES.
Ooh, that sounds like a good one.
Demon Attack is still on the table just for fun. Do they have that? I guess they probably do have a retro achievements for Demon Attack.
Vote says Sonic CD.
Sonic CD is a tough one.
I'm good with any Sonic game always.
Well, Sonic
I've never
CD,
played Sonic CD.
Sonic CD is
I
the
don't even.
first appearance of Amy.
I don't even know what console is that for. I've never played that.
The Sega CD.
CD.
Oh, wow. Wait, so it was like its own thing?
Yeah.
I think it was released on PC later too.
Yes, and it's
Maybe
also
that's what I
been
remember.
ported over.
Wait, are there retro achievements for it though?
Let me check.
I'm
Could
sure
be.
there has to be.
It's a Sonic game. It has to have
Ooh,
retro
yeah,
achievements.
Yeah,
Television
Sonic
version
CD.
of
Yeah,
Demon
I
Attack?
remember. I got some achievements for this one back in the day.
You ready for the
Okay.
most boring retro achievement race ever?
What?
Animal Crossing GameCube. Go.
Oh God. Animal Crossing Race is crazy.
You know what? I would be down.
Fucking RA race.
I feel like we would need
Harvest
more
Moon.
than 1 hour to do.
Let's do a Harvest race. Harvest Moon race.
Which Harvest Moon game?
Game Boy would probably be really effective. The GBA one.
Oh, that's a good one actually. Ooh, you know what? I've been wanting to play that one. Interesting.
I love the ones on GameCube.
Let's do Sunshine.
Oh hell no.
I would.
Oh God.
I will just.
have
Holy
you
shit!
guys done Donkey Kong yet? Donkey Kong Country?
I don't think so.
Yes, we have.
Just a,
We
yeah,
did
we
Donkey Kong
did.
Country 1.
We did Donkey Kong Country
Yo!
1 the week we were doing Donkey Kong Country 2 for the VLL. So if we were to do it, we would realistically have to do either 2 or 3.
Oh, Sunshine rated you, big homie.
Or one of the Game Boy games.
Oh yeah, he's muted.
Actually, the Game Boy games would work really well for retro
I would
achievement ones.
suggest a Nettle GameCube game, but I have plans to do a playthrough of it in the future.
Yeah.
Which game?
GameCube games are hard to emulate, though.
Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, that would be a fun one. I just don't. I would want to do it more towards Halloween, though.
Yeah, that's my.
It would just stress out your computer, I think, for some of us.
Yeah, because not everyone has a. I think only like half of us could comfortably do it.
I have an idea.
What about a Kirby game?
Oh, Kirby doesn't sound too bad. Which one?
Kirby's always fun.
It's your pick. You tell us.
Kirby
One, two, three.
64.
That's a good one.
Kirby 64? Yeah, sure.
Crystal Shard.
Yes, I love that game.
Make sure it works, so we can do it.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna see if it works. Give me a second, gentlemen.
All right, Infinite. I think you were about to say something.
Let's say I had a one that would be possibly brutal, but Wonder Boy in Monsterland. Sega.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's a fun game, and it was originally an arcade game, and clearly it was trying to steal all your quarters forever.
If it was
Yeah, that sounds about right.
if it was an arcade game ported over to console, it's gonna be hell to play.
No, it wasn't bad because of that. It wasn't bad at all. Even the console version was fine, because the console was like a few years later, so it was fine. But it's like it's kind of like a platforming RPG, but they made that an arcade game somehow.
A platformer that's an
And
arcade
it's brutal.
game.
It's brutal at points. It's like, and you're beholden to RNG and all kinds of secrets. I did that. I streamed that a few months back, and it's fun. But yeah, like there's all kinds of little secrets on how to do stuff. You can get screwed over. You die a lot, kind of thing. And I mean, I can see there's a lot of points here. You get points just for getting into it. Looks complete stage 1. So I got there's stage completions. They just get harder and harder.
I'll tell you another one with a lot of points is Mega Man Power.
Yeah, there's option. Yeah, that's one too, because it has like optional bosses and other bosses to fights that they give you points for. So that makes sense. So like different ways, that can be big. Looking at what they have for it. But I mean, Kirby's fine. But I was saying like that's one that I would suggest as being an interesting one that I think a lot of you don't know.
I'm so sorry. I got rated in what do we decide on Kirby? Is that what I'm?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Kirby.
Which one?
The one for the 64. I'm looking up if it works.
It's always a good time.
Chazzy says he has some achievements for it, so you just have to find the
Angry Kirby
correct version of the game.
Yeah, because I have the incorrect version. It just says like unsupported.
Let me check my go-to source, and let me double. First, let me see if I have it.
More demon attack. There we go, Zero Earth.
I do not, so I'm gonna have to check my go-to source.
Okay, well we can figure that part out. But so it sounds like it's going to be Kirby though, right? It's going to be Kirby Crystal Shard?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sweet. All right, well, we can figure out the other stuff in a bit, but let me introduce everyone to everything here. Thanks for hanging around, everyone that saw the races. We have our streamers tonight were in the top left, Chazzy Chaz, also known as Chazzy Chaz RA on Kick. Bottom left, Lifting Dude. It says